1975 Ford Escort RS2000 Mark 1, obviously. Finished in my personal favourite colour of Olympic blue. This one car was built late October 74, first registered Jan 75. It's just been the subject of about a 2-year restoration, full bare shell restoration. We'll get to some videos of the underside and things in a minute so you can see how good they are. But really in fabulous. I mean, we've sold quite a few of these things. This is easily the best one we've ever sold. Actually, the best one I've ever seen, to be honest. But we're going to start by having a good look around the bodywork. We'll go through the interior and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. See, it's almost a little bit steamy in here. That's how cold it is in here today. So we're going to proper cold engine startup. Looking down this, or we'll start on this driver's side. Looking down this side, you can see it's beautifully straight all the way down there. All the panels are mirror flat. I will point out straight away, the door gaps do want adjusted. If you know anything about these it's just had brand new seals. So they want adjusted because you can see they'll sit right. They just want sorted out. So we will point that out now straight away. But like I say, the rest of it all the way down is straight as an eye. All the panels are nice and flat. They're not full of ripples or dents. It's not thick with filler. And you can notice by where the thin meets the thick stripe, that's always a good telltale sign. Look how sharp that line is there. In fact, you can see just how recent it was. There's a little dot there. We'll get some polish on that, just where it's lined the stripe up. Perfect, all the way down there. Driver's wing itself, behind the bumper and down that seam, is perfect in there. All the way along that wing, lovely and tidy. The arch itself is sharp all the way around. If you look in there, you can see actually the arches are just as shiny on the inside as the car is on the outside. On the diamond cut 4-spoke RS wheels, 4 good tyres all the way around. Top of the wing, lovely and tidy all the way along. It's a little bit of, we've missed that dirt from the truck all the way down. Coming along this front panel here, in fairness, it has caught that little bit of paint, just tiny there, just about a little bit smaller than my little finger. Obviously when the bonnet's been adjusted up, that must have been caught at some point, but the actual scuttle itself is now ingrained paint. Oh, sorry, excess paint in any of the corners. That's always a good sign of a good paint job for me. And it's lovely and clean behind there, which again is another sign of a good paint job. The rubber seals are lovely and soft, as they would be, being brand new. But behind there is nice all the way around. It's not been painted with seals on or anything like that. Windscreen itself, lovely and clean. A couple of RS stickers on the right, AVO sticker. And then up onto the roof. Roof itself, lovely and smooth. There's no ripples, there's no dents. Our lights are pretty brutal. You'd see them straight away. Glass coming down this side, clean and straight. All Ford stamped up in the right places. All the seals, again, nice and soft on this side. Nothing to whinge about on the driver's door. Lovely and clean down there. You can see along that sill is nice and tidy. I'm not going to pop the camera underneath because in a rare moment of foresight, I actually did that the other day when we picked the car up while it was on the truck with loads of sunlight underneath it. So we'll cut to that now, have a good look at that, and then we'll continue our way around the car. Continuing down this side, where this section kicks out, this is normally where you find a whole load of stone chips, but this one, as you can see, apart from a little bit of dirt that's just come off me, ignore that, I apologise, is lovely and clean all the way around. No signs of any stone chips. Inside the arch is lovely and sharp, and again, there's not even any stone chips on the inside. Another good wheel and tyre. Rest of the rear quarter's all good. It is on the correct painted Mark 1 style filler cap. If you come and see the car, you'll notice it's on the new stainless lockable one. That is because that one goes back in the wallet. The owner's been using the lockable one. If you know anything about these things, you know they tend to go missing, so that'll be with the car. It's going to be in the office with all the paperwork. Lower quarter there, all lovely and neat. Coming around on the back, the stainless on the bumper is lovely. The seams are all very good, and again, not excess paint in either, and they're not all built up and horrible. You'll note the car is known as Gavin. You can tell by the plate, hence why it's called Gavin, I'm guessing. Lovely and clean on that section there. All the badges are nice and neat. Up on the boot lid again, lovely and smooth, lovely and straight. It's not ripply or full of filler. And then in these rear vents, nice and neat all the way around. Again, no excess paint, nice and clean on the underside. And then round on the passenger side, same story. So brand new seals. You can see just how new they are. Doors one adjusted, like we said. Seams are all good there. Up onto the roof from this side. Excellent on there. Inside the gutter rails, again, lovely and neat. Seals are good on this side. There sort of isn't anything to whinge about, which makes for a slightly boring video, but it does make for a very, very nice car. Can you have a good look inside the arch there? We'll follow that sill all the way along. No marks to note around the handles or anywhere down the passenger side. All good down this section here and along on this side of the scuttle. And then nothing to whinge about on the front wing either. All very good. Round on the front. Got all four sibbies with the covers. Stainless bumpers on both sides. Are lovely and neat, as is the grille surround. Normally that's sort of a bit horrible and minging, but that one's really good. And the black section. No stone chips on the bonnet, and again a lovely flat panel. So cosmetically, once you've adjusted those doors, it's as close as a 10 out of 10 as you're ever going to find. Easily a show winner. Owner is moving to Spain, so he's not taking it with him. Otherwise I don't think this thing will be up for sale anytime soon. Lovely and clean on the door shuts and the insides of the doors. Around all the strikers and things are good. Seats have had new foam and been redone. As you can see, they are brand new, no marks on any of the beading or anything like that. Carpet set's lovely, the heel pad's good. Top of the dash is all nice. The wood is lovely as well. Now it shows 24,000 miles. It was restored at 17,000 miles. So it's done 7,000. It shows you the level of care and attention that it's then been used with, because the thing, I mean, if someone said to you came out of the booth yesterday, you'd believe them. We know that that's 124, so 124. Obviously Ford has a 4-digit speedo. The last one there is a decimal point. So at 99,999, it ticks back to 0. Backs of the seats are lovely. These are not stretched out or pulled. Rear bench, it's just as good as the front, as is the wood in here. Headlining is lovely. You will notice that the grab handles are missing. That is because he hasn't put them on. They are in the file with the car. They're there ready to go, but they're not on. Go into the boot. What's the odds of getting the first key right? Getting the key right the first time. Slim to none, I would say. There we go. And then in the boot, you will notice when we get around to the bonnet, or if you've already been through the photos, it's got a different airbox on it, but there is your original. That's the one you want. There is a full-size spare with the leather strap. We've taken it out so we can have a good look in here. And you will also notice that that is the original, or we're told is the original supplying dealer, Nisham's of Teesside, so only down the road. He took that off the original windscreen. He did. It's got one little mark in it, but he didn't want to obviously throw that away. There's your grab handles, like I said, and the sort of more serviceable fuel cap. See in here, beautiful condition all the way around, exactly as you would expect. And then we should have been smart enough to have opened the bonnet, but we weren't. Distracted because I'm too proud of myself to record the underside on the truck. And under here, like I said, it does have a slightly different, this is very different really one-handed, there you go. Air cleaner, but we do have the original one, so you can't just change that. Even the paint job on that is really good. It is on a set of new style VIN plates, or brand new ones. We do have the originals with the car as well, so that's always nice to have. All correct. Olympic AVO. I've checked all of the numbers and everything. Comes back correct as everything we want it to be. Inner wings, bulkhead and everything all in beautiful condition. Again, the paint job on there is as good as the outside. The correct sort of Ford stickers in the right spots. And on the covers, you've got what looks to me like the correct size battery, which is unusual. It's been parked here for just over a day now. Not a drop of fluid on the floor. I have had it down the road, because why else do this job if you don't want to take this down the road? And it does drive beautifully, pulls really well. Brakes are good, steering's nice and tight. That was a couple of days ago. It's obviously been left to go cold, which I'll show you on the gauges. We've got about 3/4 of the choke on. Fires up on the button. We'll hold that on the back there. Again, it's been with us a couple of days. It starts up every time on the button, which is unusual for a Pinto if you know these things. You normally need a couple of pumps. Taking over nice and happy. Nothing nasty coming out the back. I will go back to the gauges. So as you can see, stone cold. Oil pressure's where it wants to be. Charging, all that sort of stuff. So there you have it. Easily one of the best RS2000s on the market at the moment. In the best colour. Ready to go. Ready for show season. If you've got any more questions, please get in touch. If you can't get to us, we're open every day for viewings, but if you can't get to us, please let us know. We can send you extra photos, extra videos. We can do video calls. We can answer any questions you might have. You've just got to let us know. Thank you.